What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is TD Fins Talk, man. I know y'all have already checked out the title. My have a rare opportunity to basically do something special this year, y'all. Really opportunity to do something special, man. A lot of people, they're all caught up on just the Patriots game. Man, come on, Fins Nation. I mean, think about it. Don't get caught up on the Patriots game. I mean, we got bigger visions. Regardless of all the injuries this year, regardless of the tough losses that we know we should have won, we got bigger visions, man. We got bigger visions than beating the Patriots and what people are dubbing and quote unquote a miracle. And I keep on saying it wasn't a miracle. It was a well executed play at the end of the day. But like I said, we got bigger visions, man. We got bigger goals, and we have an opportunity to take advantage of them. And it starts this week. It starts this week. Unfortunately, despite beating the Patriots, a thriller like that, people are still saying, we got 7 wins now. We'll probably end up 7-9. We might end up 8-8. And I'm like baffled, man. I'm baffled. Just like, wow. I mean, what do we got to do? And people not realizing, man, if you look at our resume now, everybody before this week, it's just crazy. Before this week, they're like, what impressive wins have you had? What impressive wins have you had? And I'm like, I mean, are y'all ignoring the Chicago Bears? Y'all ignoring that this team beat the Chicago Bears? Are we? I mean, you can't ignore the Patriots game. I mean, Tennessee isn't a team. I mean, come on, man. We got impressive wins. All right. So at the end of the day, man, a few things, man. The Miami Dolphins right now are 4-1 in the AFC East. 4-1 in the AFC East. And TD told y'all before the season even started, man. I said if we're gonna be the elite team that we want to be, we're gonna have to be 5-1 in our division, the AFC East. And we're on track for that. We're on track for that, guys. Coming into this week, man, we got Minnesota Vikings. We got the Minnesota Vikings, who are a pretty hot team. May have not have played their best football last week, but they're still a pretty good team. And this is, man, I mean, ain't no bigger game. I know the Patriots was a huge game, y'all. Patriots was a huge game. But ain't no bigger game than this one. Ain't no bigger game than this one, for the simple reason that even the doubters, even those who continue to doubt us, we beat Minnesota, their eyes are going to open. Oh, my gosh. The Miami Dolphins have 2 bum teams to finish the season. They can actually go 10-6. Now, I'll even go a step further. I know some of y'all going to call me crazy, but I'll go a step further. Take the New England Patriots. If the New England Patriots lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, I'm going to tell you now, if the Patriots lose to the Steelers, the Jets or Buffalo, one of them going to beat them. One of them going to beat them. If the Patriots lose to the Steelers this week coming up, one of those teams going to beat them. I'm telling you, the Jets or Buffalo gonna be striking, trying to destroy New England. They gonna go for it on 4th down, backed up in their own 20. They ain't gonna care no more. They already don't care anymore. They already don't care anymore. I'll do one better. Both teams are looking like they're playing a little bit better football too. But if the Patriots lose to Pittsburgh, man, I am gonna tell y'all now, the Miami Dolphins might win the division. If the Patriots lose to Pittsburgh, the Miami Dolphins still might win this division, because I am telling y'all now, if they lose to Pittsburgh, Buffalo or the Jets, one of them gonna knock them off. I am telling you, you heard it here first. And I am telling you, oh my gosh, if the Miami Dolphins win the division, that Buffalo game will be more epic. The Miami Dolphins versus Buffalo, that game will be more epic than the Patriots game that we just won. That game will be, oh my God. Just imagine that, y'all. Imagine that. Imagine going into week 17 of the NFL season and everybody is saying if the Miami Dolphins beat Buffalo, they actually win the division. The Patriots will, even if they end up with a better record, they will have a worse division record. They won't end up with a better record. It will both, if they lose 2 of these games, we're both going to end up 10-6 and we're going to have a better division record. That Buffalo game will be huge, man. I would love, man, if that plays out, y'all. If that plays out, man. Prime time, I'm going to check my email. If you send me something, I'll check it whenever I get to the house, man. We can, it's crazy, man. I don't care. We can actually still win the division. Because now we got a Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's what's crazy about it. It's getting actually better for the Dolphins. Now we got a Pittsburgh Steelers whose season has totally flipped, and now they're actually fighting to get in the playoffs. So they got to bring their A game. If they lose, they actually is making it even a better. If Pittsburgh lose, they even give Miami an even better odd to make the playoffs. Even if Miami lose one. Which we not. And if Pittsburgh wins, oh boy, the Patriots are in trouble. Big time trouble. Somebody said the Steelers won't make the playoffs. I know one thing, if they beat the Patriots this week, the AFC is going to turn upside down. We already turned it upside down. But you talk about a whole remodeling. If Pittsburgh win, I don't know. Well, all I care is it really don't matter. Either way, Pittsburgh win or lose is a benefit for the Dolphins. That game is a benefit for the Dolphins. No matter what the outcome happens in that game, it is a benefit for the Dolphins. It is a benefit, man. It's crazy, y'all. Man, but just some big hitters, man. Some things that's been coming out as of recently, man. Some things, man. Ryan Tannehill, man. Y'all know I tried to back up off of the Ryan Tannehill talk lately. But let me tell y'all something, man. Ryan Tannehill, man. This guy, man. I'm proud for this reason. I am finally starting to see the media. Like of course, we still ain't gonna get the press we deserve. But the talk around town on Ryan Tannehill, all his haters, what they did is just shut up. They didn't comment anything good. The best thing they did, the best compliment they could have given Tannehill is just shutting up, not saying anything about his great performance. They're not even going to praise him, but that's good enough. Just by them not saying anything. But this man, listen, y'all. This year, the guy, I mean, what is he? I think he's 5-3 this year. He's 5-3 this year, and I don't care what nobody say. I still don't count that Bengals game. We still could have won that game. He went out, he got injured in that game. But we 5-3, man. 5-3, ladies and gentlemen. That's Tannehill, all right? And I keep telling people, man, I've been saying this all along. Y'all don't realize we are lucky to have Tannehill. Do y'all see how, and some people are starting to recognize that. I'm hearing people say, man, people need to stop talking about Tannehill. It's always been an offensive line. We need to figure out. Now I'm starting to hear people echo those same sentiments. Those same sentiments. Those same things I've been saying all this time. I couldn't find anyone other than those on the chat that subscribe to the channel that agree, but I couldn't find anyone else who commentates about the Dolphins and talk Dolphin football who had the full confidence in this man. And I've always had it because at the end of the day, I look at football for what it is. Ryan Tannehill, usually 9 times out of 10, he is not the reason we lose. And that's all you need in a quarterback. But what we saw against the Patriots, what we saw in the last 3 games, y'all, this man coming out playing big boy football, fearless. You don't see him ever shook up. You see him on the sideline, Brady scoring a touchdown, he over there warming up. Don't have a look on his face like, oh man, we got to go back out and try to make something happen. No, it's almost like he knows he's good. Ryan Tannehill knows he's good, man. He knows he's a stud. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to play football. Quarterback. This man, I cannot get that picture out of my head. The throw to Bryce Butler. The middle of the field. Putting it only where his guy can get it. Same touchdown Devontae Parker had a week or two before. Same throw. Tannehill making these big money throws, these big play throws, man. Veering out of the end zone to the side to Kenny Stills. Oh, man, come on, man. And Kenny Stills is balling out, but staying on Tannehill, him and Kenny got the connection. They got the chemistry, man. Y'all see what happened when the offensive line gives him just enough time? And y'all heard me call it before the game. Y'all heard me call it before the game, man. You heard me. I said it before the game, man. I said it before. I said it all week. I said the offensive line still ain't gonna play great, but they're gonna play so much better. They're gonna play better. And shout out to Ted Larson. Please forgive me, man, because I've been giving Jesse Davis your props the whole time, and enough people let me know in the comment sections, no, that wasn't Jesse Davis, that was Ted Larson. Went back and it was confirmed. And man, shout out Ted Larson, man. I've been giving Jesse Davis your credit, man, for that key block. And even when I went back and looked at that play, when Devontae Parker lateraled that ball, the way he positioned himself helped Drake not get tackled too. See, them small things that happened on that last play, man. Execution at its finest. At its finest. But Tannehill, I mean, there shouldn't be any question. This guy is our quarterback for the future, man. This guy is our quarterback for the future. What scares me the most is every quarterback makes mistakes. Every quarterback have rough games here and there. I'm just begging that in these last 3 games, Tannehill not have one for multiple reasons. Say we go down to Buffalo, and if we win that game, we win a division and make the playoffs. If we lose, we out. Just imagine that happening and Tannehill doesn't have his best game. Man, people, and then they'll flip on this man. They won't realize he the reason we even got to that point. But that's not going to happen. Tannehill's going to show out. But I'm just showing y'all what typically happens, and then that might fireball us once again into a bad decision. Tannehill is the guy. We just need to upgrade the line, upgrade the offensive line. And I don't care what people say about us signing older players, and that's why our line goes down, because there's a lot more older players on this team that hasn't gone down. So these guys just had real legitimate injuries. I don't think it had the injuries that they had that has nothing to do with their age. I don't think it has anything to do with their age. And I hope Miami actually bring those guys back. But in free agency, bring in some more guys. We need our backups to be just as good. But if y'all really look at it, our team, the roster is in a really good position. We're in a really good position. If everybody's back and healthy, I'll be honest with you, we have minimal needs. We really do have minimal needs on the team. Say everybody comes back healthy. We need another linebacker. We need one more boundary corner. And some replacement, some backup, some good solid backup. That's it. Do you know that we can go get a stud if everybody comes back is what I'm talking about, y'all. Because that means our run stoppers come back on the D-line, which I really do believe they were good enough to help us get to the ultimate prize this year. Unfortunately, they're not here. We're going to see how all this turns out. I still got big dreams, baby. I still got big dreams for this team, even right now depleted with injuries. But we're going to see how it all plays out. But I'm telling y'all now, that is all. And just imagine we bring everybody back. Not everybody. You know, some of these replacements got to go. But we bring everybody back. And we go out in free agency and get the rest of that O-line. Backups or starters, we don't know. And we go get a really good linebacker. And then you go in the draft and you go get the future behind these guys. If they come in ready to start, bam, even better. If they don't, we develop them for the future. we develop them for the future. I'm not one to say that drafts are slam dunk. Minka's played excellent football this year, but look, he's starting to have some rough patches, but I don't blame Minka for that. He is out of position. Having this guy at the corner, everybody was like, oh, we need to put Minka at the corner. I've been yelling the whole time, what are y'all talking about? No, he needs to stay in the nickel. He needs to stay in the nickel. Minka is good in the nickel because he is a great run stopper. He is a great attack nickel who can actually get at players in open field. As far as just being with a wide receiver one-on-one, he's still good. He keeps up, but you got to understand in this league, it's a game of inches. At the end of the day, his size will not be able to block off big time receivers. His speed somewhat keeps up with them, but he serves better in the nickel. We need another boundary corner. Y'all look at the position our team is in right now and put 2 and 2 together, y'all. I'm hoping y'all doing that. You put 2 and 2 together, guys, we got minimal needs on this team. Minimal needs. Once again, 2 guards, a linebacker, and a corner. 4 players we have of need. And we can get all 4 of those in free agency and go in the draft and draft our 3rd string guys that are going to be the future. I keep saying that you're supposed to already have your team ready to roll before the draft. You should have the team that you're ready to go into war with next week before the draft. And the draft that was reserved for your future. And if any of those draft picks, including the 1st round, can step up and be a starter, even better. 2nd round can step up and be a starter, even better. And that makes your depth that much more greater. That much more greater. I'm not worried about Gesicki. Y'all gonna see some, man, y'all gonna see Gesicki pulling some in as time goes. What y'all need to understand, look at the game we just played. Look at the game we just played. We started out running the ball, and in past situations, we had Gesicki on the line of scrimmage blocking. We had 6 blockers. Not until they realized that we can throw the ball very well on them did they back out of that rushing, trying to put pressure on Tannehill. They kind of backed out of that as the game went. And then we start only putting 5 on the line of scrimmage and contending with their 4. But at that point, Tannehill was ripping them to shreds. Think about it. You're talking about a perfectly balanced game. Tannehill only throws the ball 19 times, y'all. Do you know the man only had 14 completions? Do you realize 3 of those 14 completions were touchdowns? 3 out of 14 of his passes were touchdowns. And we know 2 of the throws that he threw were spot on. They were drop balls early in the game. Early in the game, man. And I know another one where no one was open. I remember he threw it away. Do y'all know how money this man was? That's 17 passes that were accounted for. 14 completions. 2 of them that were in the person's hand and they dropped it. And 1, I saw him throw it away. The other 2, they must have just been straight up incompletions. I remember them. I remember one of them was good coverage. He had it in his man's hand, but it was just better coverage. Tannehill kind of played like a lights out 100% game to me. People say 14 to 19, he still missed 15 passes. Go look at every missed pass. He played lights out, man. The ball was still money. Still money. Great, better defense. This man played lights out, man. Lights out, y'all. And it's something about him and Kenny Stills on those like 15 to 17 yard plays in the middle of the field or in the middle, close to the side, but the middle. Oh man, when you know what makes me like, man, I love Tannehill. You know what makes me do that? It's seeing Tannehill throw a 16-yard strike, a spiral bullet to somebody like Kenny Stills, Butler, or Devontae, and it's a completion for a first down. It's seeing the way that the ball looks and it's perfect. The guy ain't got to go like this. The guy ain't got to dive out. The guy ain't got to jump too high. It's just seeing it and remembering what Brock did. Oh my gosh. Just remembering what Brock was doing. It makes Tannehill look, oh my gosh. Oh, Tannehill, oh my gosh. Like it gives you a man crush. Gosh. Like literally. Osweiler literally will give a man crush on Tannehill. Gosh. Like, gosh, man, Tannehill, we need you. Like I'm all over you right now. Like, man. Osweiler make you feel real uncomfortable crushing on Tannehill's ability. Like, real talk. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. We got to fix it. I don't know why I'm tripping. I say we have 4 areas of need. We also need to go find a backup quarterback. I'm talking about one, and people say, well, fails is, we don't know. But I know going into next year, I said it before the season started. I said we need a backup that if our quarterback goes out 2 to 3 games, that they can win us, you know, maybe 2 out of 3. If our backup is at least like a Matt Moore, we need our Matt Moore back. And Jose, you said it right. I see your comment come across right when I said it. Spot on. We thinking the same way. We need a Matt Moore type backup. Why in the hell did we get rid of Matt Moore? That's what I'm starting to feel. Like, man, we need a Matt Moore type backup. But you know what? Sometimes this is what you need, though, because y'all can even putting Tannehill's performance together now, you see that Tannehill's better than Matt Moore too. But you know what? Why I'm actually happy we have Brock instead of Matt Moore this year? Because let's be honest. And when Tannehill got hurt, if Matt Moore would have been here, he might have been a little more successful. He would have been a little more successful than Brock. He would at least got us 1 more of those wins. But it would have caused too much turmoil and controversy with the quarterback situation right now. It would have caused too much turmoil in a split fan base. I'm going to be honest, Tannehill might have not even gotten a shot to show y'all what he showed y'all these last 3 games if we still had Matt Moore. Because Matt Moore would not have looked as bad as Brock. They probably wouldn't have rushed Tannehill back even in the Colts game. And then they might have even started to say, since Tannehill is still in pain, let's keep rolling, because the fan base would have been calling for it. And it would have been the worst. It would have been the worst illusion for our franchise of all time. The only issue is we would have never got to see that it would have been a bad decision, because we would have probably rolled out with it. And even worse, we probably would have went into next season actually really asking ourselves, do they keep Tannehill or are they moving on? Do they keep Tannehill or are they moving on? That's the most terrible part about it, guys. Do y'all see how something as simple as that could make us misdiagnose what the real issues are? I don't think anybody's questioning it now. All I've been begging for the entire time, is let everything around Tannehill be good, and then let's grade Tannehill. And I guarantee you love what you see. And now that things around Tannehill are at least halfway decent, we have our 2nd receiving core this year, y'all. This ain't even our regular receiving core. To be quite honest with you, this isn't even our most explosive receiving core. Like, as far as dynamic playmakers, as far as speed and athleticism, athletes, this isn't even our best receiving core. But it's starting to look like our most solid receiving core. Imagine us having, you know what? It's a good problem for Miami to have. Man, this conversation can go on forever today, because just talking about our franchise in the future, this conversation can go on forever today. You know why? We have a luxury next year, y'all. Y'all know what that luxury is? Kenny Stills, Bryce Butler now. It's impossible that we would lose this guy. He's under contract for next year. We're not getting rid of Bryce Butler. We're realizing now Cowboys just didn't have what they needed to make him good. Because Tannehill and Bryce Butler looking like a really good connection. Kenny Stills, Bryce Butler, Devontae Parker, Danny Amendola, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson. 6 very reliable wide receivers, y'all. Am I missing one? Am I missing any? Because knowing me, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed that one. Am I missing any? 6 reliable wide receivers. And to be honest with you, all 6 of them can start on other teams. And somebody said Carew, but I ain't even gonna put him in the conversation. Because let's be honest, what do we even do next year? It's like they're not gonna keep all those guys. Look at the luxury. Will they keep Amendola next year? Man, they might even keep all of them, just in case of injuries. And people are like, we probably gonna draft another receiver next year. I'm like, isn't Devontae Parker still young? Bryce Butler is still young, y'all. Kenny Stills still got plenty tread on the tires. I mean, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson. The age of our receiving core is amazing. Amendola is the oldest, but I call Amendola good or reliable. And you need somebody like that on your team. I'm gonna be honest with you. They might even need to say, hey, Amendola, I know you do about $7 million next year. I forgot what it was. I think it's 7. But hey, how about we keep you 2 more years and we give you 10 so we can bring it down to 5 and 5. See, these are the things you can do. You can start playing with people's contract. All these older players, oh, you do 7 next year? Because all they want is time in the NFL. People always think that it's about the money. People always think that it's about the money. Because Amendola knows when he gets paid this $7 million next year and he becomes a free agent, if we keep him, he knows that his next contract is what? 2.5 million? Somebody a bite for 3? He knows that, barring any injuries. So Miami comes to the table in the offseason. They restructure. Don't mock my words. If they decide to keep Amendola, because they may not, because of the $7 million, and they got all those weapons already. $7 million and they got all these weapons. I'll be honest with you. Things keep going like this, they're going to re-up Amendola for a 2-year $9 or a 2-year $10 million deal, and they're going to get the rest of that money to Bryce Butler. Hey, Bryce, if Bryce Butler finished the season the way he's doing now, being a solid big target, where in games where people want to bump and run at the line of scrimmage, they going to see that's the luxury we have going into next season if we keep all these guys. If y'all want to play coverage off of us, we got our speed on the field, Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant. If y'all want to do this bump and run, we got our Parker, Stills, and Butler, Amendola. You see what I mean? That's the luxury. Now we got a receiving core that can switch up depending on the matchup. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't see this. You know what? To be honest with you, that might be the biggest strength of the whole team, the receiving core. Because I tell y'all what, we ain't dealing with people all across the field. Oh, 3rd down, passes off. Oh, he dropped it. You know some teams deal with that bad. We used to deal with it bad. Quarterbacks finally making good throws, receivers dropping it. Receivers that can finally catch, we ain't got a quarterback to throw them the ball. Now it look like we got both. Connected with a good run game. Bolden, y'all think he ain't gonna be read up on contract? Gore gonna get another year to be that solid veteran. Drake gonna be stepping, man. People say bring in Le'Veon Bell for all that money. And this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Bring in Le'Veon Bell, then you got to get rid of some of them receivers. I mean, y'all don't understand that. And what is Le'Veon Bell going to do more than what we've already done in the run game? That's what y'all need to get to. We run the ball very well. Le'Veon ain't no bruiser where once two guys are tackling him, he breaks out. No, Le'Veon is with the speed and niftiness and the moves he makes in the open field. What you think Frank Gore doing? Frank Gore see that hole, he get through it as fast as a bullet, man. And then when he takes the contact, he's getting 3-4 more yards. And that's if he don't break the tackle and keep running with his powerful legs. Gore need to make sure he do another year after this, man. Gore and Miami need to re him up. And he ain't, man, Gore ain't finna be picky about the money. Gore's not gonna be picky about the money, y'all. He's not. I think Gore likes being in Miami and he wants to win, and he actually might even see that this team might actually, man, we could do something special. That's why I told y'all, man, we could do something special this year. Think about it, y'all. Look at our schedule. If we play our best football, do you think any one of those three teams can beat us? If we play our best football, it's all about execution. And y'all haven't noticed since Tannehill got back, we've gotten better and better and better. All three games, we have improved more and more and more. More and more and more. And I agree with that. Whoever just commented that. One more year for Gore and to win a Super Bowl. We got some people on our roster that need a Super Bowl, man. Gore is one of them. Cameron Wake is another one. Ryan Tannehill sure is one. Ryan Tannehill is definitely one of those. No question about it. If we can get Ryan Tannehill on the second half of his career going into it with a Super Bowl, we in the conversation for the next 10 years, y'all. We can get Ryan Tannehill with that ring, we are in the conversation for the next 10 years. Because once the man got a Super Bowl ring and he played the way he been playing now, the haters, it's impossible for them to say anything. Because I don't think Tannehill is going to be a Super Bowl champ that ends up like Eli Manning. A Super Bowl champ that may end up like Russell Wilson, because I don't think Russell Wilson gonna get any more. I don't think Russell Wilson is gonna get any more. I don't want him to end up like those Super Bowl champs that get them one, the Wentzes. I don't think they're getting any more. I'm telling y'all, the Miami Dolphins can be that next franchise. The next franchise, y'all, that literally is making a run and having a dynasty and owning it. People kept saying rebuild, 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 but they haven't noticed that all we've been doing in the last 4 years, I think, all we've been doing in the last 4 years has been rebuilding. People don't realize that. People think rebuilding is scrap everybody, go find your first round pick quarterback, now start getting your left tackle and start rebuilding. No. You can rebuild while being competitive. And that's what we've kind of done in the last 4 years. We've been rebuilding, y'all. And the final nail in the coffin of our rebuild, in my opinion, was addition through subtraction. Addition through subtraction. What do you mean, TD? We got rid of Sue. We got rid of all that money. And now we subtracted all that money. And now we were able to add some pieces, some extra receivers. Look at how much money we saved on Sue. You think if we didn't save that money on Sue, Amendola and Wilson would have been here? That wouldn't have been the case. Oh, nap you up. And then on top of it, William Hayes, to me, was a much better run stopper than Sue. Much better. Much better run stopper than Sue. I don't care what nobody say. I watch film, okay? In Sue's last season, yeah, he gets double teamed here and there, but teams actually stopped double teaming Sue after a while. And he still wasn't getting it done. Is he a great player in the dominant force? Yes, he is. But not for our team. Not for our team. Dolphin Ignition said, nah, Sue, unlike some of these other tackles, damaged Brady. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But did it matter? Did it really matter? Did it help us? I mean, y'all think about it. We had Sue, Landry, Pouncey, and who was the other one? In Ajayi all at the same time. What did that amount to? What did that get us, y'all? What did that do for us? It still didn't get us anything. We look better now. Just look better now, which is crazy. Yeah, don't forget about William Hayes and what he did. See, I think what people are also forgetting is the 2 defensive tackles that we lost. Oh, we got that squad this year. Why you think I started this season saying we about to do something special? This could be the season we do it all. Why y'all think I was saying that? But then we get injuries and y'all forget these guys were even on the team. Y'all forgot that those first 3 games when we went 3-0, our offense only played half a game. We still didn't put together a full game. It was our defense that was balling. Why was our defense balling? Because our defensive line was stopping every bit of the run. Every bit of the run. You couldn't run that ball on us. Them first 3 games, no sir. Then our 2 defensive tackles go out and things just go uphill from there on defense. Now our secondary and linebackers trying to make up for the defensive line because people are gashing us with 9-yard rushes at a time. And now the linebackers are cheating up and getting ate up by play action. It was unbelievable. But that's why I'm telling y'all, when those boys come back next year, when they come back next year, see, people think, well, we still need to fix our D-line. Our D-line was fixed. Just you're forgetting that we had injuries. And those guys will be available next year. You can't expect for them to just automatically, oh, well, they got injured. We need to get rid of them because they injury prone. So people need to stop saying people are injury prone because they get hit directly on their knee or somebody literally step on their foot and break their ankle or whatever it is. That don't make them injury prone. That mean they got hit hard or something happened that caused a bad injury. They coming back. They coming back. That's why I was telling y'all when I said we only need 5 players. We need 5 positions. We need 2 guards. And we got guards when they come back from injury. The problem is, well, no, we need one definitely on the right side. That one, ain't nobody that was injured coming back from that. We need that. We need the right guard. But the left guard, we got a left guard. We got a center. Kilgore is sitting. I don't care how old they are. They were balling and they still balling. I say you bring in somebody better than them and they can start and those boys can come off the bench, or you keep them and still bring in a really good replacement. You bring in their depth. You don't get rid of 2 really good solid players just because they older. They still performing. Well, TD, they got injured. I don't care. They ain't gonna be injured at the start of next season. They gave us 3 games this year. You can't just automatically say, oh, well, they're gonna get hurt again. No. They are good, really good players. They are good players. But at the end of the day, we need to think about our future. We need to bring in that next guy at center, that next guy at left guard, but keep those guys on the roster. So if that next guy get hurt, we still, hey man, I can ride with Sitton and Kilgore any day. I can ride with those guys any day. But bring in their replacement and keep those guys. Come on, man. 7-6 isn't awful. Of course it's not. But you want to know what is awful? The fact that we should have been, even right now. I mean, am I wrong, y'all? We should have been 9-4 or 10-3. We should be. No question about it. Of course we go into the playoffs, man. Look at what we got in front of us. If our team shows up and show out, do their job, and play good football and play hard, none of these 3 teams can beat us. None of these teams can beat us. The only one that, and now don't get me wrong, I mean, the Vikings game ain't going to be a cakewalk, but we can win it. We're going to beat the Jags. I'll go on record, I don't care. I'll be heated if we don't beat the Jags. We're going to beat the Jags. Because our offense is going to put up points on them. I'm telling y'all, that's the thing. The Jags, they just so terrible on offense. But their defense has, man, they've been winning games about, like I think they won a 6-3 game this year. They won a game where they scored 9 points. Come on, man. Tannehill playing the way he is with those big body receivers. Blocking. See, Jalen Ramsey can be great all he wants. You put a Devontae Parker and Jalen Ramsey behind him, ain't nothing you could do. But you got to give Tannehill enough time to be able to make throws like that. Come on, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. The toughest game we going to have out of these last 3 is going to be Buffalo. I know I'm saying this one is going to be huge, but the toughest game we are going to have is going to be the Buffalo game. It's going to be the Buffalo game. It's going to be an epic game in Buffalo, man. Cold. We got to deal with the elements. If Tannehill plays against the Packers, all these field goals will be touchdowns easy. Couldn't say it more, man. That's my whole point, man. We know we should have had more W's than what we got, man. We know we should, man. We know Joe Fox in here hating, man. You ain't got to do that, man. Vikings is a dome stadium. Yeah, I know. I know. It's going to be interesting. I ain't going to lie. This Vikings game going to be interesting, man. We keeping Coach Gates, right? I keep telling y'all I'm not one to say get rid of Gates. I'm not. And Gates called a good game, man. Gates called a good game. I was one who said, you know, Gates should have went for it on 4th down, even at the like 39-yard line of our own. Man, I said it. I say you don't give the Patriots the you don't give them that much time. I don't know, what did they start with? They started with they started with some time. But I was like, you don't give them that kind of time. And they went down and they were running the clock and running the clock and running the clock. I actually said it, y'all, on my live stream. Patriots shouldn't have never even went in that situation. When it was 4th down, y'all, when it was 4th down and they were down there, let me tell you where they messed up. They should have went for it on 4th down with 20 seconds left. They should have went for it. If I would have gotten the shotgun, I would have sat back there if I was Brady. I would have been, but Brady's slow. I would have, man, listen, if I was the coach, if I was Belichick, I would have put their running back in the Wildcat. I would have had them hike the ball to me. I would have ran backwards. I would have been running out there in the open field and got these linemen, because the corner's back there covering. The speed is back there covering. Miami ain't blitz all day, so the linebackers ain't coming. I would have had my most athletic person out there playing around with the linemen, chasing me everywhere. I would have had that at least 12 seconds. And you know what I would have did way back there? I would have made sure that one of my receivers or somebody followed me, and I would have threw the ball away. And Miami would have got the ball way back there, even worse than where we started before, at least 15 yards worse, with like 4 seconds left. 3 seconds maybe. I wouldn't have never even gave Miami that chance. And y'all saw me on my live stream. I said, hey, man, we got a Hail Mary. Tannehill finna sling this ball. Did I believe we was going to score? Hell no. But I say, Tannehill finna sling this ball. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Because it's time on the clock. I said it through the whole game. I said great things happen in football. Don't give up. Don't get mad. And when that happened, man, I lost my mind, boy. I'm telling you, I didn't believe it at first. I didn't believe it. Man, y'all was in the live stream. Let me tell y'all something. I thought y'all were trolling me because I got Sunday ticket. And y'all are 2 plays ahead of me. But this is a change of possession on the kick. So it didn't feel like 2 plays because it was just sitting there and I'm just sitting there waiting on them. Then I see the offense come on the field and I'm talking to y'all. I'm like, man, we got 7 seconds. This about to be a Hail Mary. Then I start reading y'all comments, man. And I see OMG. Then I see TD. And I'm like, are they talking to me? I know we ain't scored a touchdown. Then they're like, oh my God, Dolphins win. But the Patriots fans was still commenting, yeah, y'all suck. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, we won. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And I'm like, now I got some trolls in here, man. Y'all trolling me, man. And then it started happening in my face, and I was like, I don't believe. Like whenever Kenny Stills got the ball, gave it to Parker, gave it to Drake. Soon as Drake went up, I thought he was going to get tackled. He didn't. Then he came like backwards and around the corner. Right when he started coming around the corner, I was like, I don't believe this. And I noticed 2 defenders, Gronk and somebody else, and Drake. And I'm like, I don't believe this. And then I seen Gronk closing in. Then I'm like, Gronk slipping. In my head, I'm like, he's slipping. And I'm like, and oh my gosh, I thought y'all were really trolling me in the comment section. Because after I thought y'all were trolling me, it went completely silent. Nobody was commenting. So it was like, I don't believe this. And I was, man, I lost my mind. Oh my God, I literally thought y'all were trolling me, man. That's what made it even that much more epic. Oh my God, what history, man. I can't believe, I felt like I was part of that history, man. And it's crazy, the live stream, man. The biggest live stream I've had all season is 10,000 views, y'all. And this one is at like 26,000 something views. 26,000 something views, man. It's crazy, man. I'm all over Twitter and stuff. People on my reaction. I'm like, wow, I ain't realized I went that hard. But man, y'all, what an epic victory. But at the end of the day, let's just be real. We got to move on from that, man. Why you in your car? You homeless? Nah, I'm not homeless, man. I just dropped the kids off to school, daycare, and all that stuff. So I actually just got to where I needed to go. But at the end of the day, I don't want to walk around everywhere where I'm at with the phone and talk to y'all. So I'm like, let me sit here for a while and finish streaming this video. I still got another 20-something minutes. But man. But I'm not homeless, man. But shout out to all the homeless people, man. Hope y'all find shelter if you're watching, which you probably shouldn't be if you're homeless. And if you get a chance, if any of you all out there want to do something special this holiday, go find somebody who is homeless and donate to them. Take your family out, give them a meal, whatever you want to do, man. It's we got a lot of homeless people in our country that can use our help, and we're in the U.S. because I know I got subscribers all around the world, man. Yeah, Joshua losing to the Steelers. Man, I'm telling y'all, the Patriots lose to the Steelers, man. It's going to be crazy, man. But anyway, man. Anyway, listen, guys. There's no more question about Ryan Tannehill, all right? No more question about Tannehill. We have a bright future as a franchise. We have a very bright future as a franchise. We already have a loaded team. People just not noticing it, especially with injuries. See, if you're a Dolphin fan, but you haven't really really know the news this year and everything that's been going on with the Fins, trust TD, man. We got a loaded squad. We just got some injuries. The future is bright. This is the first time in a very long time. I could even go all the way back and say, you know, in the last 30 years, maybe even including the Marino era. This is the last time in like forever. It's not forever, but you know what I mean, where Based off of our roster and our front office, they got options, man. We can do this, we can do that. We won't be hurting over here, we won't be hurting over there. Like, I can imagine Tannenbaum and Greer right now, and Gates, like, man, this free agency and draft is going to be lit for us, because all we're doing is going out and finding upgrades to some things that are already good. We're going to see if we can find upgrades. We already got a roster. A roster, when it's healthy, is ready to roll. Now we're going into free agency looking for solidified upgrades. And we go into the draft with money that's already accounted for. People don't realize that draft money you can't touch. That's already accounted for. We going in the draft. We can't do nothing but get better. Can't do nothing but get better. I really hope that we address every team issue in free agency, because it's only 4 or 5 of them. And go in the draft. Matter of fact, 4, because maybe we should get our quarterback for the future in like the 5th round or something. Look for somebody who has the potential. Get them in the 5th round or something. Like we've been doing, but we might find that one, guys, that guy. We might find that guy, man. And hopefully we do. But in free agency, I'm going to say it again, guys, we need a right guard and a left guard for depth. Laramie Tunsil ain't gave up a sack all season. We got our left tackle for the next 10 years, who should be going to the Pro Bowl this year. We in week 14 of the NFL with 3 weeks left. Sack. Oh my gosh. I got to see if there's anybody else in the NFL that's done that. And it probably hasn't been. Hasn't gave up a sack, y'all. And who else, man? Juwan James playing good enough to say that is his position. Linebacker. You know, I wouldn't even say go in the draft and get a linebacker. I mean, go in free agency and get a linebacker, because right now the deepest part of the draft is going to be linebacker and defensive line. So we can fix problems there, bring in some youth for the D-line, and get a linebacker. I keep telling y'all, see, y'all can look at it now. Y'all know we ain't gonna have the greatest draft pick. We gonna draft somewhere in the 20s, man. If you don't see that coming, you tripping. We should be drafted somewhere in the 20s if we make the playoffs. I hope we get the 32nd pick, by the way. I hope we get the 32nd pick. I really hope we get the 32nd pick, man. What is that? Let me see. That mean we won the Super Bowl, of course, if we get the 32nd pick. I hope we get a 32nd pick, man. But y'all got to realize we're going to draft late anyway. So I hope they take a linebacker in the 1st round. But see, you got to think about what is the best position you can get drafting late like that. Why do you think the Patriots, man, they'll take a linebacker in the 1st round like that? 32nd pick is reaching. Of course it's reaching. But who say you can't reach? Remember what TD said. Of course it's reaching. But who say you can't reach? I bet you if I would have asked everybody watching that game yesterday with 7 seconds left, me saying we finna win this game, I bet you everybody would have said you're reaching. Eric thinking the same thing as me. 7 seconds left was reaching too. I bet you everybody would have said you reaching. Think about it, y'all. We can beat the Vikings, we can beat the Jags, we can beat the Buffalo. We're in the playoffs, right? We're in the playoffs. Patriots, hey, I want y'all to think about this too. I don't know, maybe not, but Patriots won't have home field advantage. Patriots might actually have to play the wild card round. Now, whether we might actually have to play them again. We might actually have to play them again, man. We might have to play them again. And if we play them again, we got to feel good. I don't care. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't care that we going into New England, if that's the case. We might win the division and get a home game. But That's still a little far-fetched right now, reaching, right? But even if we had to go to New England in the first round, let me tell y'all something. All we got to do is change one thing, and I'm telling y'all, we can dominate New England. All we got to do is change one thing. Y'all put it in the comment section what that one thing is, because I know y'all know good and well what we need to do if we want to be dominant over. I'm talking about more dominant than this game. I'm talking about real dominant. There's only one thing we need to do. Y'all put it in the comment section if you know what that is. And I know if you've been a TD Fans Talk subscriber for a while, you know what that is. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you. And my point exactly. And what do we need to do with defense? What do we need to do with the defense? Freaking, oh my gosh, man. Don't let me get started on Matt Burke, man. I'm not going to get started on Matt Burke. I'm not going to get started. I'm not going to get started. If we can dial up pressure on Tom Brady and stop you see how we start finally doing a few little packages at the end, putting pressure on them, sending 5 at least, and then the game started changing. They couldn't do much. Come on, man. And y'all forgive me, man. I can't believe it, man. My phone is at 2% battery, so it's about to die. So I'm actually going to end this stream. I'm going to let it go until it's out. But it will die. My phone will die soon. And we got 101 people in the room. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk. If you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button, y'all. It's kind of crazy, man. In 2 days, we done got almost 600 subscribers. We about to hit 2,700, man. We building this family over here. A lot of people coming over. They know what time it is, man. This is Fans Nation, y'all. This is Fans Nation, the ride along with TD. We got a chance to do something special, man. We got a huge chance to do something special, man. Shout out to you, Matthew Curry. Thank you, TD. See you later in the week. No, you're going to see me today, man. I'll be live streaming a few times today, man. New York Blackout, what's good? What's good with you, man? TD, you should have a wireless charger in the spaceship. No, I do. The problem is, see, here's the issue. I was on my phone all last night, just looked at, man, y'all know how it is. Y'all, if y'all a fan of the Dolphins, you know y'all keep watching the videos, you keep watching reactions, it's just crazy, man. Reading articles, what people got to say about this and that. And I forgot to charge it last night, but here's the issue. I have a wireless charger thing that I sit the phone on. Actually, what it's sitting on right now is wireless charger, but I done had it on there for like an hour while I was driving, taking the kids to school and all of that, and it just said overheated. So while I've been using the phone, I've been playing videos and doing all that, listening to stuff. It hasn't been charging because I've been using it and using a lot of stuff. So it is what it is, man. I'm at 1%. I'm pretty much die out soon. I want to see a Dolphins dynasty someday. Hey, it's here. It's here. You're witnessing the very beginning of it. TD, you saw the Vikings yesterday. I think we got this if the defense hold. Oh, man. Well, that don't give me much hope, New York, if you for saying that if the defense hold. If we going to put this on Matt Burke, we ain't got much hope. I'm putting it on Tannehill. Get us there, Tannehill. Shoot it out. Because, gosh, if we could just put Matt Burke and change his schemes, we'll be that much better. And I'm going to die real soon, y'all. So if y'all see it pause or just go out, you already know why, man. TD, bad guys forever. Remember that. Rock the trend. All right, man. Alex B. True that, brother. Hey, man. This is what it's about, man. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to Fans Nation. This is TD Fans Talk, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for your support. And yes, I do hope the Cowboys beat the Colts. Man, you know, and they playing great football, y'all. That'll be huge, but the Cowboys will be on the road, so we shall see. Man, run, Gore, and control the ball. Yep. It never hear Dynasty Patriots had Dynasty 3 out of 4 years Super Bowl champs. Fans up, when we beat the Vikings, we will sweep everybody else. Agreed. TD, you the best, brother. Love you, Jose. We love you, TD. Shout out to you, Matthew. BS, Cowboys at home are fixed games. Well, you might be right. I have a bad feeling the Ravens will win this week. All right, y'all, man. This is TD Fans Talk. The stream is going on 59 minutes and 34 seconds. Hopefully, we make it to 1 hour before this battery dies because my phone keep warning me. Congrats on 2.5K, man. Man, we almost at 2,700 now, man. We taking off, man. Thank you, D12. Hey, guys, this TD Fans Talk. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you for your love and your support. Everybody who donated to the channel and supported, thank you for riding with me. This is TD Fans Talk, y'all. Peace. I'm out.